Hi. Wow. 100 people follow my faggot ass. Guys are awesome. So as promised, Mun is making me do this. So here we are with the Ask Helios session. Not used to being in front of the camera, so it's a little embarrassing. Oh, and if you'll forgive me, over the weekend, it's also been a really long weekend. Cain and Abel didn't leave me alone all day yesterday. Shh, don't tell Celine, he'll get mad at me. So yeah, being in front of the camera is a little embarrassing for me, but you'll notice I don't have my choker. It broke on me over the weekend, which made me very upset. So I gave you guys the next best thing. I have my collar on, and of course fully with leash, because that's a thing. So there's that little surprise. Oh, and as promised, Mun made me put the boy toy shirt on. So I did. So we asked you guys to send me questions that would potentially embarrass me, and some of these I have to admit they kind of do. So let's see where to start. Oh, and why did everybody send everything in anonymously? You guys don't want me to know who you are. Don't worry, I wouldn't have gotten mad at you no matter what you asked. But where to start? Like I said, some of these are kind of cute and some of them are kind of embarrassing. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this one. How skillful is your garlic food? Really? One story, just one time defending my older sister in a restaurant, and you guys think I have some crazy garlic food. I only hit the guy with the garlic bread because it was what I had. Now, okay, so maybe I'm pretty good with hitting people with stuff. I don't like doing it. Rather not. It's kind of funny. I'm one of those, lover, not fighter things, no pun intended on what I do. Okay, so maybe I'm a lover and a fighter technically, but we can, yeah. So, like I said, garlic foo is not a thing. Just because, like I said, just because I defended my sister against some weird-ass dumbass in a restaurant with a piece of garlic bread does not mean I have garlic foo. I saw it though and I had to chuckle just because I had no intention of ever making this a thing. So if you guys want to make it a thing, I don't know if I really want to. Do I need to? No. The more I think about it, no, garlic foo is not going to be a thing. But thank you for that. Oh, and also little known fact, excuse my glasses, I actually do wear contact lenses. Most people don't know that. But again, it was a very long weekend and my eyes are kind of bothering me, and so I had to do this. So I'm really sorry. Okay. Let's see. Next one at random. Let's see this one here. What kind of dorky nicknames did you and V have for each other? Believe it or not, we didn't. She was actually one of the few people that called me Antonio my entire life, as opposed to, the Tony, because everybody, like, if you're familiar with me and, if you're a friend of mine, I usually say, just call me Tony, it's easier. But V, she never did. I mean, yes, between her and Nona, they both called me dumbass and idiot a lot. I can't say I blame them. I wasn't always the smartest. I wasn't always the brightest crayon in the box when I was growing up. Smarter than most, just kind of naive, I guess. Thankfully, you kind of grow out of that. At least I hope I have a little bit, just a teeny bit. But yeah, no weird pet names or anything. It was always just, I always called her V, and that was about it. Things were too... I mean, I admit I had it a little easier growing up in the colonies than some of my other fellow Martians did, but things were not easy. Having cutesy pet names wasn't really something that we thought about. And it also kind of meant you got a little too attached to people, and as much as the familiarity for me, mostly just letting people shorten my name to Tony, was about as close as I got, even with V. Like I said, it just wasn't a thing we did. Like I said, Nona, on the other hand, like I said, she called me idiot a lot. Well, she usually used it in Italian, which is idiota, but which ironically, well, we'll get to that later because there's another question about that. She also called me the equivalent of young man a lot. I won't speak in Italian because I probably will confuse you guys if I do. Because that would be really, I don't want to confuse you guys any more than I probably already do. So, but okay, so moving on to the, from that to the next pet name thing. So I actually got 2 pet name questions, or like cutesy nickname questions, which kind of surprised me. But here we go. Has anyone ever given you any pet names? If so, which ones? Okay, so moving along. Remember I mentioned I would get into that later. Celine actually calls me idiota all the time. But that's okay because I call him a goofball. My Phobos actually calls me the equivalent of a puppy all the time, but considering that's really not a surprise. So Phobos can call me a puppy all he wants because he's my kitten. So that works. Kane calls me kid all the time. And there's no really affectionate nickname that I have for him outside of asshole. Because Kane is an asshole. Let's see, is there any others? I gotta think. People call me all kinds of stuff, so some of it's not always easy for me to remember. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking that's probably about it at the moment. Just the puppy and the idiot and... Yeah, no, I'm drawing a complete blank outside of that. So if I'm wrong, if I forgot one and somebody remembers, or they have one for me and I don't know about it, I would say leave it and for me, drop me a line and let me know, and I'll be happy to acknowledge it. And if I like it, I'll let you use it. Let's see. Next. Okay. I'm sticking with the innocent ones first, can't you tell? Because there's other ones here that are even worse. But, so, this one here. Why the t-shirt obsession? I don't have a t-shirt obsession. Just because I happen to like this shirt, okay, doesn't mean I have a t-shirt obsession. I just kind of like stuff that's fun, that's all. Things with funny sayings on them, or like novelty t-shirts. Okay, and I also admit I own a pair of sweatpants that say juicy across the ass. It's just what I like, and I'm not afraid of who I am and what I like, and people can judge me all they want. I don't care. I know I look good in what I wear. That's all that matters. Although Phobos is trying to convince me to dress better. Well, actually, you guys, I call him Phobos, but because that's how you guys know him, I know him best actually as Niobe. But I use Phobos because, like I said, that's how you guys know who I'm talking about. Yeah, like I said, he's been trying to redo my wardrobe lately. I'm not sure I'm really liking this too much. Because, well, I shouldn't say that, because some of the stuff he got isn't all that bad. Although, if he actually, does do the whole, because he's been really resistant to all kinds of stuff lately, and he actually mentioned the other day about, if he ever, we ever went to Earth together, went to a nice restaurant, I'd have to dress up a little. If he actually takes me, then I think he would win. If he actually admits that that's a thing, I'd do it for him. But shh, don't tell him that. Let's see. But yeah, mostly I just kind of like, my t-shirts and the sleeveless things, or I have a leather jacket too. It's kind of plain though, but it's also a little hot here right now, so I don't want to wear it. I'm more, equatorial colony than I am like frozen north like Kane is. So there's that. Now we get into some of the little more embarrassingly personal ones. There's 3 of these, and then there's one more I'm going to do when we're done. Let's see. I'm not even going to say this. Really, guys? Really? 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 Does size really matter? Seriously? Well, but then again, you didn't specify inches, so like how long, how many inches for what exactly? How many inches do I like? Or I admit I am a little bit of a size queen. Little bit of a size queen. But, considering I go either way, it doesn't really bother me one way or another. Now, me personally, you have to find out for yourself. But I will say that I'm not teeny-weeny-peeny, let's put it that way. Or I should say, never had any complaints, let's put it that way. But that's all you're getting, because like I said, if you want to know more, you got to find out for yourself. So, yes, I'm dodging that question. Biggest turn off. This one's difficult. Mostly because it's mostly an attitude that turns me off. Nothing like really, like, I like confident people, but I get turned off when they're arrogantly so. That doesn't explain anything because I keep chasing after Kane, but that's a long story. Most of you guys already kind of know about that, but I'd be willing to discuss it privately. I don't discuss that in public. But biggest turnoffs? Yeah, like I said, I don't like people who think they're better than other people and make a big show of it. That's why, actually, at first I didn't like Phobos, but he grew on me. Because once you find out that it's more of an act than it is a reality for him, it gets a little easier to deal with. But I'd say that's probably the biggest one, because nobody's better than anybody else. Doesn't matter if you grew up on Earth or if you grew up on Mars. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, and as long as you understand that, then we're cool. So, there's that. And this one. Okay. See me getting red here? See, it's all red. See? Red, all red. See, all red. How often do you get asked to play strip poker? Everybody knows I have a 0 poker face. I lose a lot. And I get asked to play a lot for that reason. Because I lose a lot. It's funny. It's sad. This is why I got better at billiards than I did at poker, because at least with billiards, it doesn't matter what facial expressions I make, nobody, it doesn't kill me. It doesn't like doom me. But yeah, in poker, I can't I can't play that game to save my life. And like I said, I get asked often to play because 99.9% of the time I'm the first one butt naked. Sorry. And that doesn't usually end well either, because there's usually, yeah, you know what? We're not gonna get into that. But yeah, because that's usually the aim. You'd think I'd learn, but I don't. At least not in this case. So, that's the end of the stuff that you guys sent in. I'm surprised you didn't want to know more. But then again, you're always welcome to ask, and I'll tell you. So, there was one last thing that was left in the box for me. And I wasn't sure if it was for this or not, but I'm going to include it because I thought it was kind of nice. So it says, Helios, you have to stop being so cute. You're going to give someone a heart attack. Like, I'm not sure how to take that because, well, thank you very much for calling me cute. I don't think I'd ever give anybody a heart attack. I don't want to do that. Heart attacks aren't good things. But yeah, yeah, see, but thank you. I appreciate that. So that was pretty much the stuff I got. Here didn't take very long, but I would be happy to do it again eventually sometime. But for now, and Mun wanted me to say something real quick. We're actually very thankful for all you guys. You bug me to no end, and I love it. And the people that I get to talk to are great. We're not going to name names because we love everybody. But because, naming names is kind of silly. And like I said, we love everybody, and I want to talk to everybody, and you're always welcome to come and pick on me and play with me and just, wait, that didn't sound right. Oh, that didn't sound right. Oops. But you know what I meant. So, you guys are always welcome. And again, thank you. And hopefully I get to talk to y'all again soon. And for now, again, thank you for following and thank you for bugging me. We love you. Bye.